Yo guys, what's up? TheSenSationGamer, aka TheSenSationGamer, and today I am bringing you guys The Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 2, Strangers Review. Let's get right into it. First off, in the episode, we meet Father Gabriel. He calls out for help while he's on a rock, and he is screaming for help because he's getting attacked by walkers. Luckily, Rick's troop arrives, and they save him. They kill the walkers from the rock, and they save him. They take him down from the rock. And basically, Rick, does this every time he meets somebody now. He goes, "How many walkers have you killed?" Father Gabriel says, "None." Rick goes, "How many people have you killed?" Father Gabriel says, "None." "How many walkers?" Not how many walkers. And then Rick says basically why. And why is because Father Gabriel, he has a church, and he's been just sitting in his church and living off the supplies in his church. He's got a few supply spots, so basically he's going to one of them, and I basically think he's running low on supplies now, very bare on supplies, and that's where he was going. He was going to get some supplies, and then he got caught up with a few walkers. So basically they bring him back to the church, and they actually go to one of the other supply spots. While they are going there, Carol finds a car, and she's like, alright, if anything goes bad, then we can, use this car to get away. And Rick, every time they meet somebody new, they're, suspicious. They think they're hiding something. I think Father Gabriel is hiding something. He believes that God will save him, and that's why God saved him, and that's why they came. Basically, God saved him because they came to help him out, and that's how he got saved. So, basically, they go to one of the last supply spots, I guess, and the supplies are, buried in the water or something. They have to go through the water with a bunch of walkers in it, and they're, waterlogged walkers. They're all muddy and gross looking, and it is really awesome. They're all in there, and Father Gabriel, these are people that he knew. So one of the people that he knew had glasses, and, it was a woman, and he starts to run away. He starts to run away from him and go to the wall, and she starts to move closer to him, and then Rick saves him, and he smashes the walker into the wall, and that's that. Also, Bob, during this scene, he does get pulled underwater by a walker, and surprisingly, I guess he doesn't get bit, but I don't know. I think there's something that went up with that. And I'll get to that in a few minutes here at the end. And it's definitely something that went on when he went under that water. That's all I got to say. He went under the water. He came back up. They killed the walker, and he said he was okay. So that was that. Carol feels uncertain with her place in the group. She doesn't feel comfortable with the group right now. She doesn't feel that she basically, I guess, belongs anymore or something, which she does because she saved all of their asses. So now they go back to the church, and they're talking, chatting, actually having a good time a little bit. I guess they were eating and stuff. They were talking about what they're gonna do next, and Rick and the group basically agree with Abraham that they want to go to Washington, and there's a bus for transportation that Father Gabriel is going to let them use, and Father Gabriel is going to come with them because Rick says he doesn't I don't trust you, so you got to come with us. I really like this Rick. I think he's really cool. Basically the new Rick. And so that happens, and then Carol and Daryl, Carol's out at that car at nighttime. It's nighttime now. Carol's outside of that car, and Daryl goes out to see what's wrong, what's been up with her, and what she did that she doesn't want to tell Daryl or anybody else. Obviously, Tyrese knows that she killed Lizzie and Mika, and, she doesn't want to tell Daryl that. But while the minute they're talking, the car that kidnapped Beth drove by. So, Daryl's like, that's the car that took Beth. And then they jump in the car, and They drive away, and we don't know what happens to them yet. So Bob, then he's outside at nighttime, outside the church. He's crying. See, this is why I think he maybe got bit or scratched or something. I don't know why he would be crying for some unknown reason. I don't know why. But he's crying. And then he goes up to a tree, and he gets knocked out. They knock him out. And what happens is that lands up being Gareth's group. They bring him back to like a campfire, and they're all sitting around a fire. The guy that Tyrese said he basically dealt with or took care of was, sitting there alive, and Gareth is talking to Bob, and Bob, he's just got knocked out, so he's a little bit dizzy, and Gareth is just, talking to him and saying like, we didn't want to do this, we didn't have to do this, but after you destroyed our home, this is what, we have to do now. It wasn't something against you, just this is what we have to do, to survive. And basically they have the zoom up on Gareth's face while he's talking and eating, and then they do a zoom out at the very end of the episode, and it shows that Bob's leg had been cut off, and then it shows all of them eating it. Man, that is disgusting. Sick people. Man, oh man. So that's that, and then they just ended the episode. A few things I want to touch on here. In the trailer, for preview for next week's episode, Sasha says 3 of us are missing, meaning Bob, Daryl, and Carol are all missing. All right, so what I don't understand is, I just want to get this out here. What I don't understand is Beth too. Beth. They have 4 people missing. Beth's not dead. She's alive. They showed in the show she's alive. We haven't seen her yet in season 5, but she's alive. We know she's alive. Maggie is her sister, and she really just doesn't seem to care where she is at all. She doesn't really seem to care what happened to her. I just don't get that. She just doesn't seem to care what happened to her sister Beth, and she doesn't care to really look for her because, I don't know. She hasn't had that many lines, I guess, this season yet. Well, we'll have to see. But I don't know why she's not like, we gotta go find Beth. Where's Beth? We gotta go find her. We gotta go look for her. But she hasn't been doing that. She's basically, I guess, forgotten about Beth. I don't know what she thinks she's dead. She can't think she's dead because she would have. But that's not fair. She didn't think, Glenn was dead. She obviously didn't lose hope that she was going to, find Glenn again and reunite with him. But, I don't know why she's not really into going to look for Beth. So I'm really excited for next episode, and I'm going to be probably excited for every single episode of The Walking Dead because it's just awesome. I got to give this episode an 8 out of 10. I didn't give it higher than that because it really started out slow, and it really did not get very, very interesting until the last 10 minutes, and they were basically doing, they were character development. They got to see, who Father Gabriel is and what he's all about and stuff. So, they had to do that. But the previews for next episode, I know they probably show, all the action scenes in the previews and stuff. But it looks really awesome. It looks like it's going to really start from the really cool. Can't wait to see if they find Beth in this episode. I don't think that they're going to. I think that episode number 4 is going to be the episode that they mainly focus on Beth and what she's been up to. And I cannot wait for that. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe they'll show her at the very end of this episode. Because Daryl and Carol did go chase after that car and go look for Beth. So maybe we will see her next episode. But I don't know. We didn't see her in any of the previews yet. So we'll have to see. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please tell me what you guys think about this episode in the comments down below. For now, I'm TheSenSationGamer, aka Jets Nation 10, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.